What will you do, Father? You can no longer hide behind the skirts of Athena.
Athena is dead because of the rage that consumed you, Kratos. What more will you destroy?
The hands of death could not defeat me. The Sisters of Fate could not hold me. And you will not see the end of this day. I will have my revenge!
Excellent, child! I will tolerate your insolence no more! Such chaos. I will have much to do after I kill you.
Face me, Father. It is time to end this.
Yes, my son. It is time.
Many gods have fallen at the hands of Kratos in the God of War series. He took down the entire Greek pantheon and is now done with Norse mythology. In today's video, I want to go over the most powerful Olympian god, the man that defeated the Titans and ended the Great War, the father of many children including the madman, Kratos himself. Before the video starts, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment for more videos. And with that out of the way, let's get started. Now, Zeus during the early parts of God of War like Ascension, Chains of Olympus, Ghost of Sparta, and God of War 1 don't really have any good feats because he wasn't actually shown doing anything in those games. He was shown in Ghost of Sparta and God of War 1 as the Gravedigger, but he doesn't do anything else aside from that. He does have a ton of lore-based feats and things like the novelizations and stuff that really help cement him as not only a real threat, but the true king of the gods. We'll go over his lore-based stuff first in these games, and then we will go into stuff we actually see him do like in God of War 2 and 3. To start off, for those that somehow don't know, Zeus is the king of all the gods, and is stated multiple times to be the strongest out of all the gods in the Greek saga. In God of War 1, when you talk to Zeus to gain his lightning bolt ability, he states how his power is the greatest of all the gods, and in one of the novelizations, he was able to fear Hex Hades and even possibly one-shot him with the Blades of Olympus, Hades being in the top 3 of the Greek gods in terms of power, and also was stated to gain strength with every soul he absorbs. Hades is also the same person from what the novelizations imply, gets into heated arguments and fights a lot with Poseidon, who is also in the top 3 in terms of strength. Because Zeus is the strongest of all the gods, he should be able to perform any of the feats that all of them have done, and also scales above beings like the Titans because he was able to defeat them with the Blade of Olympus. The Blade of Olympus is super strong, being able to drain godly powers from any being, and even being shown to erase the existence of people, as shown with Kratos' Spartan army in God of War 2. These Titans scale to the primordials who created all of existence in the Greek saga. He also tanks many attacks from Kratos with the blade, and continues to go toe-to-toe with him in the battle despite the odds. Zeus was also stated by Athena to be Mount Olympus itself.
Only Zeus.
Zeus is Olympus.
The mountain being erected and growing, increasing the strength of all the Greek gods in the words of Zeus. He did a feat in the novel where he drew a breath so strong, he altered storm patterns throughout the Mediterranean. He also created a law that was so potent that not even he could break it, and was also stated to have all-seeing eyes. Another thing to note is Cory Barlog stating that the Greek gods absolutely embody the concept that they have dominion over, so Zeus has absolute dominance over storm, sky, lightning, and etc. And lastly, before we get into what he does in the games, some last things to note is that Zeus scales above every Kratos up until his battle with him in God of War 3. Kratos having the rage of the Titans, which was so strong Kratos couldn't believe his own strength, and had to adapt to the newfound power he had obtained. He also had the Blade of Olympus, which I explained a little bit ago, and also had the power of hope, which was stated to transcend pretty much everything in the God of War verse, also being more powerful than the Blade of Olympus. And with all this said and done, let's get into Zeus's feats in God of War 2 and 3. Now, Zeus doesn't actually do much in both games. You only really fight him briefly in the beginning of God of War 2 after beating the Colossus of Rhodes, and you also fight him at the end of God of War 2, and you really fight him at the end of God of War 3. So let's talk about 2 first. There are a few arguments you can make about Zeus and how he gave him the Blade of Olympus and other stuff, but we're just going to give him the benefit of the doubt since it is his video, and we want to make him as strong as possible. So when fighting the Colossus, Zeus gave Kratos the Blade of Olympus under the guise of helping him defeat it. In reality, Zeus wanted to weaken Kratos and have him put his powers into the blade so that he can take it from him and kill him. This is a very good intelligence feat shown from Zeus, and it shows how smart and resourceful he is as a fighter. He obviously beat Kratos as he was near death and drained of his god powers because he didn't have the blade in his hand, and with Zeus. And with this, Zeus was able to kill him. Fast forward to the end of the game, and Zeus is battling against the Kratos who received many amps, grew stronger from his Blades of Chaos, killing many people, having the Blade of Olympus in his possession, and having the power of the Sisters of Fate, whose powers can affect even Zeus. During the battle, Zeus was shown being an absolute tank, not really taking damage from anything Kratos does up until the end where Kratos is about to stab and kill him, before Athena steps in to stop him. Zeus escapes and goes to Mount Olympus, and in God of War 3, he proceeds to one-shot both Kratos and Gaia off of the mountain with his Thunderbolt. These two don't fight each other again until the end of the game, and this battle is much more pitched compared to the last game. Zeus is still shown tanking everything Kratos has, up until he stabs him with the Blade of Olympus, effectively killing both him and Gaia. Zeus then goes into his Fear Zeus avatar form, and in this form he drains Kratos of all of his rage, magic, and health and kills him. Because of this, Fear Zeus is stronger than normal Zeus, although is much weaker than Kratos once he unlocks the power of hope. He got beat so bad by this Kratos that he goes back, or the Fear avatar I guess, goes back into Zeus's body, and right when he's about to kill Zeus's body, the power of Fear escapes, and he kills him. Overall, Zeus is a really formidable foe, being the strongest god of the Greek pantheon, and consistently shown brawling with Kratos, who always grows stronger throughout the games. Zeus is deserving of his title, and is one of the best antagonists of the God of War series.